Hey, welcome back, SMSU Art 270ers, and this is summer school edition of art. And we are doing foundational things, and we're discovering how to create art with students and to encompass the art elements and things of that nature. But today, we're going to specifically use our iPhone or our photographic device, an iPad or a Galaxy, whatever you have, and we are going to make a photographic textured name. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go outside and we're going to use some foundational art elements. And so remember, the state of Minnesota requires that we learn the language of art, and this helps to define for us what is good art. We are going to be looking for shapes, specifically not organic shapes, but we're going to be specifically looking for inorganic shapes. Inorganic shapes that become symbols that represent letters. And we are going to specifically look for those symbols to demonstrate different types of texture. And instead of being actual texture, even though you're going to photograph actual texture, in the picture it'll become implied texture, just like this. So again, we're looking for shapes that can be found in nature. Now, what I'm going to do is in the end, I'm going to create, and I put this together. I put my pictures together on Word and just took them together like this. And this is my name created from elements that I found outside and inside, and sometimes some things I had to assemble a little bit. So, for example, I have on the table right here an assemblage that is a series of rocks that I have painted for another lesson, and they are formed together in an N. Now, this is not a natural environment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my phone, I'm going to go to my camera, and then I'm going to go up, and I am going to find a good spot for it, and then I'm going to photograph it. And then once I photograph it, I'm going to take a look at my photo, see if that's the way I want it. Then what I would do is email that to myself so that I get an image or a picture. So I'm going to move my rocks and I'm going to show you just the close-ups of some of my pictures here. So here is the letter J. This was a piece of rope that I have in my yard that my son is using to pull heavy weights with for training. Here is the letter O. This is a tractor tire that he flips over. I had 3 pieces of bark that I put on a rock surface. So now you can see 3 different types of surfaces. This is a really thin one. They are actual texture. They're rough and Now here's the N. The N comes from the pavement outside. Somebody spray painted an N. I used the mask I am wearing today and made my S. My letter T was a street sign that said about the road detour. My E is this really cool image that we made of the word Lakers using all origami boats that we folded together and made this. Some have fallen off there, so I have to re-glue those on. My R was on the side of a fire truck today. They're checking our fire hoses here at the school. There were 3 pieces of flooring that were cut on my floor, and there's my N. I assembled them on my N. I had a guy named Dask, and he is a graffiti artist from the Twin Cities, and he made a project for us here at Lakeview. And this is a photograph of the E he made that he cut out of paper. Here's my R assembled with rocks. And then I also wanted you to see that I found another E. These are hidden letters. They don't actually make letters. This is a file cabinet. But notice that there's a bar here, bar here, bar here, and then this color. They're the same gray. So they make a letter E. So when you're assembling this, you can assemble it so that they can be hard to see letters. They can also be easy to see letters. And then the easiest thing, if you have Microsoft Word or you have some sort of writing device on your computer, just upload these to your computer, assemble them. You may have to make them smaller. But this is a really cool project that I've seen that people use to do their name in their house, and they frame it up and they think it's really pretty cool. And you can actually make the letters bigger. You could actually do them on a photograph and make them larger. And it's really fun because like here at Lakeview, all our kids have, a lot of our kids have iPads as part of the school product. So we could send them out in warmer weather. So like in early fall, and they can go out and, you could use your time to have them find the letters of their name, really spend time talking about how to assemble or what to look for, that type of thing. But I think it's a really cool project and it's a lot of fun. The idea is just to get you out and to explore and see all the different textures that you can assemble. So try to find new and interesting things and really, really have fun with it. Again, we're using shape and texture, and we're looking for what is called actual texture, something that you can feel, but we're going to make it into something that you can, would be implied texture.